Here.
Okay, so we were talking about timeline tools. So we checked out a couple of different tools. The first one is Time Glider. Time Glider was actually our least favorite of these tools. Um, One of the good things about it is that you can have a lot of information, and the range of dates you can have is pretty much infinite. It can be a week, or you can do centuries long timeline. So there's sort of a lot of options there. Um, but what you kind of end up with is something with a lot of information like this, which can be a bit overwhelming. One way to sort of combat that is on the right hand side, there's a zoom in, zoom out. So it kind of stretches it out a bit, but it still is just a lot of information to process. One thing you can do on this tool is you can order events in order of their importance. So we thought that like interesting things to do with students might be to give them some events, say events from World War II, and then they would have to decide what their order of importance was and sort of provide a rationale for why they made that choice. So there are some neat things you can do with that. One thing though is it's not a very good collaborative tool. You can share your timeline with people, but they can't sort of add on to your timeline. So it's pretty much just you and your sole creation. You get 3 free timelines, and then you have to upgrade. It's $5 a month or $50 a year, so it's a bit expensive for this one. One that is similar is When in Time, which is on the green sticky. This one is similar, but it's free, which is always nice. And it was a bit more user-friendly. We found with Time Glider, it would probably only be older students that would be able to sort of navigate it, whereas this one is a bit more user-friendly, so students of all ages could probably work through it. It is more interactive, and you can link to outside documents or videos or audio clips within your timeline, which was interesting. And you can also, they have templates provided for you, so you can choose from a template, which might be good for younger students, have something already set up for them. And again, we were kind of coming up with some ideas for students. We were thinking, and a lot of our ideas can apply to many of the tools, but we were thinking for young or older students, if there was sort of a current event going on, even if it's live, you can kind of look at, you can link to Twitter feeds or Facebook and sort of timeline how an event is changing over social media and take a look at how social media were influenced by social media. So When in Time, because it's free and easier for students of all ages, we gave it a thumbs up. Then we're going to go to Precedan, which is up on the pink one there. Precedan is another timeline tool, but what was unique about Precedan is you can layer timelines. So you can have more than one sort of event or topic going on at a time, and you can compare. So we thought there was lots of interesting applications you could use with this. If you were doing a science experiment and there was different variables, you could compare what was happening on the 2 different variables. You could compare timelines of 2 different characters in the same story. Like there was lots of really interesting things you could do with the timeline, with layering them. Then you could also create milestones that sort of went through all of the layers if there was really important events. Precedan, you get 5 free timelines. Then you have to pay a $39 one-time fee, but what was really good about this is that teachers, you pay the $39 and then your students get access for free. So that was really appealing. And it's only a one-time cost, unlike Time Glider. You can also embed these timelines, and you can also make them into printable PDFs if that was something you needed to do. Then we're going to go to Photobabble. Photobabble is a tool where you can sort of take photographs or images and record your voice over them. It's really quick and easy to do. You pretty much just upload your photo and record your audio and you're done. It also has a mobile app, so it can be really effective if you have iPods and your class is going outside for some sort of field study for science or what have you. They can take their images and record their thoughts right in that moment. We thought of lots of ideas to do for this, for pen pals, photo essays. We were even for non-education related things. If you're going on vacation and you have to take images, you can record audio over them at that time. So this was a really easy, really fun and simple, and lots of applications. So we really like this one. And our last one is WebDoc. This one is not quite a timeline tool. It's sort of like an online poster tool. Essentially, the interface is quite easy. It's just pretty much drag and drop. So it's simple for students of all ages to use. You can use it on tablets, so if you have iPads in your classroom, you can use those. And you can pretty much take any type of media, so videos, images, audio, drag it in, and then you can manipulate the data a bit. So you can draw pictures on top of the images. So we thought this could be interesting for things like a digital yearbook type thing, or if your class has some sort of special activity, students can sort of make their own memorable poster of that event. A lot of the applications sort of in non-education forums are used for advertising. So you can make advertisements, campaign posters. If your own class is having like a class election, that could be really fun. So it has lots of different applications, and because it's so easy, pretty much anyone can use it. And those were all our timeline tools.
Okay, thank you.